Guys, we have a new short now.
That's how you get. Oh, I wasn't recording, thank God.
That's actually hateful. That's crazy.
You know what else is crazy? Last week in the jungle, British decided to masturbate in his tent rather than helping his friend while someone else fixed a hat. Another one walked out of camp going,
That's
"Yo, what's going
just...
on?" Meanwhile, at the other end of the jungle, three people were fighting for their lives.
Good recap.
I think that was like arguably doing better than Huarel, who quite literally like saw the direction of the peril, looked at the river and said, "Ew, I don't want to do that," and then walked back and just sat down and did nothing.
The hilarious thing here is only one of the Asimar are currently present right now. I guess I
On
need
the bright side, Pepsi, he did determine that Brutus has quite good stamina.
Jesus.
He lasted like 30 seconds on his own in his own tent with just his hand.
I don't like that.
Could have went longer, but he rolled a 9.
You filtered.
I'm gonna be honest, this is stuff I don't really want to know.
You need to know about your character. It's your character development here.
Hey man, everything's non-canon out of context until it's made canon. What? Hey, what? I think like 90% of the time when people aren't here is just like the canon that we inserted until somebody fixes it.
It is, yeah. Your character when you're not here is at the whims of everybody else and the DM, and we will make your character literally eat shit to see whether or not it's poisonous.
Yeah, and it's like your decision next session to see if you can like fix it, like or like change whatever we've said. Because like at the end of the day, it is your character, but we get to take the piss out of you for at least like 3 seconds.
He was just opening a Heinz mayonnaise packet. It was really, they're trying to keep you out of those things. But in the interim of that, Aziri came back to camp with Clive, Icareth, and a strange human male who just seems to know who everybody is. And
that's not suspicious at
the
all.
three NPCs are over in the one camp.
Do you want me to give a recap, seeing as Pepsi was away?
I'll recap for Pepsi. Yeah, go for it.
So we started off still travelling through the jungle, and on the way we found a male being attacked by, was it goblins on each other's shoulders or something?
Low
like
goblins,
that?
yeah.
Masks? Yeah. I've managed to scare them off. Then Amber starts talking to him. His name is Artist Simba. I've got here Chappie because that's the accent that's Scottish used.
I'll never live that down.
He decided to join the party. He said his wife is from Mesro, but it was destroyed in the spell plague over 100 years ago. Somehow he seems to be linking it to our guide, the Yuan-Ti. And I've got !cold shield. He seems to be like this area of cold around him. And he explains that we're both in an area where there are goblins, which are locally called Bakiri. We're also in an undead.
That's amazing. Sorry.
Yeah, we're also in an undead territory. Then, as we are progressing on, Huel finds a backpack with a potion in it. None of us can identify it, so we give it to Artist Simba, and he says it's some kind of beneficial potion. And I don't know if Huel kept it or gave it to someone else.
Have Brutus sniff it. He's done enough drugs.
Sure. Then got a Cholton native is killing seagulls. His name is Arak Shani. Amber talks to him. He's also from Mesro, and he talks about there's a illusion covering it. He then mentions pyramids around the jungle, and I've got ? Snakes. But there are many groups in the jungle vying for power.
I want to take a quick pause there. Tom, when you say you've got question mark snakes, is that
That's me.
SNE?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course. Of course. He then goes and attacks us, and he's a bit odd in the fight against us, but he is killed. I think Archer Simba uses quite a powerful magic spell on him to kill him, finally, put him out of his misery. We carry on to camp, and at that point, Itchy starts doing his normal thing of trying to hunt seagulls. And then he was attacked by a giant snake while there, and none of us knew about it at all. And poor old Ruby kept rolling 1 for perception, so she had absolutely
Oh no!
then,
Aren't you a detective? Shouldn't you be good at perceiving?
she was trying to fix the hat.
eventually, Aziri and Clive managed to sort of get to it. She thought he was completely eaten, but there was someone else who I don't think Pepsi will have seen, but seems to be known to the 3 of us. Who's this strange man who's come back to the camp? And when they came back, Aziri was in her rage, which is like covered in fire, and shouting and screaming at. The 2 of them were by the fire, so that was Huel and
Amber.
and she's like screaming at them and sort of like threw the snake's dead body towards them and then stormed off.
And that was how the day went. For that, as yous are now here, as all that's going on, Clive will take Icareth to bed in a platonic sense.
Can we leave them behind?
You know, Matt, I'm gonna say this now. I sat here and I'm like, why is there a random commoner token in one of these tents? I right click it to see that it's Dallin's token, which I put there in session 2.
Scottish now has 5 players to play at the moment. 3 NPCs and then 2 missing PCs.
The great thing is, one of them just talks in gang signs. I don't got to roleplay nothing there. I just got to say, oh yeah, he does this shit with his hand and it says this.
Matthew, what would you like to do? Oh, Matthew, what would you like to do? Oh, Matthew, what would you like to do?
Oh, don't start that again.
It's like I don't know. There's the memes like when I DM has to play like roleplay amongst himself. I know you've seen it. I know you've seen it.
Oh, it's so awkward. But the good thing is, Icareth is in bed, nursing his potentially broken ribs, because, damn, that snake really did constrict him.
It's funny, because Brutus was also fighting a snake.
In reality, Brutus was actively fighting an actual snake.
Yeah!
How'd this get in the fucking tent?
How did you get in here? Who do you
I
work
really would have liked to see him tied up one day, but this wasn't the exact way I was imagining.
Who do you work for, serpent?
But
Wasn't it fighting the American government?
as
The snake works for the bourgeoisie. Sorry.
yous come into camp and throw down the snake, and Clive will look at Aziri and be like, throw up the hand gang signs, like, where's the gimp? And then you walk out of the tent and he looks at you once more and gives the hand sign, found him, and points towards Brutus.
I've been fighting a snake for the last X amount of time of last session. Did nobody hear me screaming?
Well, I was kind of busy, you see, fixing my hat. You like it? You see Ember wearing the most atrocious, barely hat-looking hat.
You looked better in my old helmet. Ugh.
I suppose that's an option too. Do you want to borrow it to me, or?
I already gave it to you. What did you do with it?
I made the hat. I didn't need it.
You're just getting the most disappointed, red-eyed stare.
Yeah, that tracks.
Okay, can someone catch me up what's going on? I've been wrestling a rattlesnake for the last hour.
Clive will look at Aziri and spit on the ground and then sign, "I'm alright."
I think someone died. I'm not sure though. I wasn't paying attention.
That doesn't surprise me.
I was kind of busy with my hat as well, so I didn't really catch it either.
Yes, it's sort of like watching somebody kill each other. It's kind of like a tragedy. I couldn't really look away.
Yeah.
You're a weird little freak, you know that?
You know, it's like thoughts and prayers to them, you know?
Well,
Right,
I mean, you go out to watch a sword fight, you see two men stab each other, one dies. It's, you just can't help but watch.
No, I don't think I have that issue.
Oh.
Usually I would just watch knife fights, because it's like practice, you know?
Yes, you do seem to be someone who would bring a knife to a bow fight.
You know, I think after this job, I need to rethink career paths.
Well, I'm not paying for your reschooling, just know that.
Sorry, I just saw what Azir said. God, that's like was spitting white venom everywhere.
Just quickly redo the paintings, don't worry. Once more, Clive just kind of spits on the ground and shrugs.
Huck to us, spit on the thing.
Right.
It's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny, it's not funny.
So what's the plan other than fighting a one-eyed snake?
We had a plan.
I forgot the plan.
I didn't really have one. There was something across the river, and it was all, like, disturbing and loud, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I didn't, so...
More disturbing than you?
Low bar.
No, yes, I understand there are multiple things that can disturb your quiet other than me talking, but no, I think it was, I don't know, one of the winged ones went out to go catch food or something, and then didn't come back. Though I think he did just a few seconds ago, I don't know, I wasn't looking up.
You see Brutus's eyes glaze over as you begin to monologue about it.
It's like, he ran off, and then something happened, and then everyone else ran off towards that direction, and, if they were going to wade the dirty river water, I didn't have to, so I just came back.
Oh, thank God you can speak common. Thank you for explaining. As he gives you a hefty pat on the back.
Goril just gives him a very not pained, but you're sort of just a grin. He's gritting his teeth at the same time.
Do you see why I don't pay him to think?
Rude. Right then. Well then, what are we doing? Boss, do you need me to do anything?
I think the barbarian girl got kind of mad at me, so I might have to go talk to her. Just be back up in case she gets a little angry again.
Oh, she was mad at us? I thought she was just going crazy.
What's the difference?
Yeah, I'll go check upon her.
That works too. Yeah, go for it.
This is the tent Aziri went to, if I remember correctly. Here's hoping. Aziri? You in there?
You hear almost a muffled sobbing almost.
You okay?
No, don't make it sad. Fuck you.
Hey, you okay, Aziri?
Yes. Yeah, it's just aftermath of my illness, that's all.
Do you want to talk about it? I'm very good at not talking, and I'm very good at listening.
Oh my God, he's an idiot. I love him.
Do you have any experience with dealing with plagues?
I've heard a thing or two about plagues before. Maybe I can... I can do my best.
Well, sure, if you want to.
Mind if I come in?
No.
Alright. Right then. So,
See,
what's
Tilly
this
is
about
sort of
play?
lying on
Okay.
the floor, and she's sort of like almost curled up and shivering almost. And like there's certainly sweat, but it could also be like tears coming from her eyes and mixed in with the sweat type thing. Yeah, she looks uncomfortable type thing. But you have seen her like this before when she's gone into this like beach thing in combat, so it's not completely new.
Mm,
Man of the
Oh,
hour.
Eminem, right?
right
And
then.
that's why I hate Vox. So hey, Vox.
This is better than
Right.
this is better than watching Dexter whilst eating dinner. I have my own private show that I get to run whilst I eat dinner.
Am I just your court jester, your little fool on the stage? Is that all I am?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
I thought you knew this.
That's awesome. 'Cause that's exactly what my phone case says.
Now then, let's get you seated instead of lying on the floor. And why don't you tell me about this plague business? Air out some feelings. Maybe you'll feel better.
I doubt it. It normally takes a few hours to pass. Since I recovered from the plague, I get these bouts where this is agony, and this is the aftermath of it.
Ooh, that's rough. What were you afflicted with?
Called it the blight because it started in our crops, but it moved on to us.
Would Brutus have heard of anything like this?
There was brief talks a while ago. The city of Katla, where they were concerned about a blighting of the crops that did seem to be coming down from northern Sword Coast. It seemed to stop just after the mountains, but it did for a short while. It did for a short while kind of drive up prices as people were hoarding and rationing. But it didn't last very long. It seemed to be contained within the northern Sword Coast, and you haven't heard much about it since.
Yeah, I heard about that. I've heard it's been more or less contained up north. Jeez, it was that bad?
Yeah, it sort of hit my home hard. What do you mean up north? Where did you hear about it?
I mean, there were talks about it in Alm. News travels around.
Makes sense then.
You gotta keep your ear in Alm. Gotta find out where the next big deal is or the next big contract is. I'm not the brightest, but I can pay attention. Right. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. How long do these bouts usually last?
The pain, a few minutes, aftermath, a little longer, an hour or two. It should go eventually.
Well, tell you what. Out of curiosity, are we like at camp resting right now, or are we
Yes.
actively doing something? I'm just making sure. Okay. Here. How about, to distract you from your woes, you and I play a bit of dragon chess. I'll even teach you if you don't know how to play.
Well, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh, right. So, and Brutus will explain how dragon chess works because I have dragon chess tools.
How does
That I'm
Dragon Chess work,
proficient with.
Pepsi?
It's like chess, but with dragons.
Good save, I guess.
Honestly, I thought Dragon Chess was literally just like the reflavored version of chess, but I guess that's Landsboard, so I don't know.
Hold on.
I'm pretty
The-
sure
the
that it's
ch-
his
the
own
tools-
separate little thing.
Dragon chess tools do actually have information, so let me just pull up the tool set.
Me being an ass. Oh my god, Dragon Chess is literally 3D chess.
Oh. Okay, so it's
Chess
chess.
is-
It's fucking 3D chess!
I think it's
like
like you know that scene in like Act 2 of Baldur's Gate where Raphael's playing with the mole? I think it's like the same board.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's
Okay,
like
so it's like
multi-layered.
So it's like chess, but you gotta defeat 3 layers. You know, you gotta beat the queens of one layer, beat the kings of the next, and then at the end beat the other side's queens again. So you basically get, and you win if you beat the most sides. So basically, don't ever lose your third row, otherwise you lose. And Bruce will continue explaining and, playing the game with them.
Baldur's Gate
2 out
descent
of
into
3
low
chess. Dude, chess is one of those games where I love it so much and I'm fascinated by it, but I'm absolutely terrible at it.
I'm really good at chess. I got really good at it once I started using a butt plug to cheat.
Hey man, leave my man Magnus Carlsen out of this.
It wasn't Magnus.
They got a new character idea.
Wasn't it a guy he was going against that did it? Or like supposedly did it?
Yeah, I believe so. Something like that.
We make deep cuts here, ladies and gentlemen. Deep cuts.
Yeah, that's why we have Quinn here.
Man, why is Hurrell so good at chess?
But as the night progresses, got to be very careful, peas don't go well. As the night progresses, and Azuri, you start to learn chess. Tom, could you just roll me an intelligence check, just so we know how well this is going?
Wait, could I argue they have help since I'm teaching them?
If anything, I should be given disadvantage.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh my god,
It's a
minus 1.
wisdom-based game.
It's a wisdom-based game, but learning skills is based off of your intelligence modifier.
Fair enough.
You're
Wouldn't have made a difference.
you're understanding things, you know. You
I get as far as horsey goes here.
30 years of my life and I still don't know how to play the horse in chess. Like, if
It's
Aziri
just an
understands
L shape.
that, Aziri's doing better than me. But you're getting there, you know. It's, you've never played chess, so the fact that this guy's just whapped out 3D chess and is teaching you, you're doing not bad, all things considered. Is anybody else doing anything else at this moment in time? Vox, I know you're just listening, so I've just put, Clive has just put Icarith to bed. And now I'll wait in case there's potentially a chat on either one. Oh, he said sure.
Sure.
We put a little full stop in there, that's the way we know it's final.
Vox is the master of using full punctuation and one-word texts. It makes everyone think that he's going to, like, throw up the next Columbine.
I mean, knowing Vox ideologies, I think that is more that's causing it.
That's indeed correct.
But is there anything else we are doing at this moment in time?
I don't think so. I think Hurrell's just sort of sitting there. Speaking of which, I think Vox does it on purpose because he knows it scares people. I have like a 16, 15-year-old in our other game and he said okay period at them and they're like, I'm sorry. I'm like, don't listen to him. He's just trying to fucking scare you. Stop scaring the kids.
Scaring
No,
the
keep
hose.
scaring the kids. Scare the hose. It's funny.
Then, as the night, I say the day is technically morningish. As you travel through the night, But as time breaks on, and we all, let's say for the instance here, we all do get a nice long rest. So I'll just push the button thing so that way the people that aren't here also get a long rest. Please remember, ladies and gentlemen, please remember to eat off a ration.
Oh yeah. How many
Yep.
should we have lost at this point? Because I do not.
If you had 10 and you haven't bought any more, you should have 4 now.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna be starving soon.
Awesome.
I can't wait.
And then, by the loving grace of the gods, will someone roll 1d47?
Damn it.
42. As yous awake later on. It's still evening-ish. It is evening. You went to bed in morning. You woke up in the evening. Went to bed at 9 AM and woke up at 7 PM. Damn, you're me when I was a teenager.
No, that's me right now.
And use
There is actually no way in hell I have 881 out of 900 EXP. That shit is gross.
I know, right?
use awake. As you awake, you realise that the sun is starting to set. And with it, you didn't notice in your sleep, but it's muggy. It's wet. Not been raining, but whilst you've been asleep, there's been enough heat to cause the...
Oops.
It's going to cause like moisture to rise and a humidity to go through. There's now large plants that water seems to drip off of. Some seem to run quite a bit. But for the most part, it's okay. It's wet and damp. The best way I can describe it is a very hot day after a sun shower. I don't know if that's a particularly British thing to say though.
Yes, that is it.
Yeah.
You know, like in the middle of summer
I'm
where it's like
sorry.
really, really, really warm and then it just starts raining for like 10, 15 minutes really heavy and then goes back to being warm again for the rest of the day.
Ah,
I know exactly what that is. That's called my everyday.
So the weather
That
is
is just, like-
Florida.
Yeah, that is just like actually just directly just Florida weather. I swear to God, there was one point where it was like completely sunny outside. I turned a corner on the road, it was raining, and I turned and it was dry. I'm so serious, I haven't looked in like 5 minutes.
I love the story, especially the part where you cut out.
That's awesome.
But
Yeah.
Well,
as everybody comes through, you realise that in the night you have lost Artis and Dallin. And all that's left is Celida.
Can I just, as soon as I realize this, check my belongings if I'm missing anything?
Yep, check your belongings. Nothing's gone. Everything's there. So,
I must contain the racism.
you know, everything's there. Everything's fine for the most part.
Awesome sauce.
Okay, kind of looks up. Where did your friends go?
Where did they come from? Cotton Eye Joe? I don't know. Wait,
Who is
are
this
we
Joe
meeting?
with the cotton eye you speak of?
It's
a
a
mystical, magical
character we came across a while back. He is a bit weird. He I don't know.
Will he be joining us on this journey?
I don't think so.
Shame.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
So, am I to lead again today? Or is someone else to lead?
I think you have been doing a splendid job, unless somebody wants to disagree with me.
I guess for once no one is disagreeing with you.
Rule just kind of like shrugs.
I mean, they are the expert.
Then, it is off we shall be going. Gonna plot the map correctly. Dun, 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 dun. We're like here, right? Sweet. She stands up and starts to just move on out. You know, she's made breakfast and such. She's gathered some water, and now she is on her way. I really pick like the worst time to have dinner sometime, don't worry. But as you start to move on through, and up, and around, you see all manner of weird and wonderful things. The land becomes more barren. The area seems to come more towards death. You see many creatures, but you do see an awful lot of bones and skulls. As the guide kind of, looks round. We are now, how my people would say, knee deep in the dead. You have to be very careful around here now. At any moment there could be any strange, weird creature that just seems to jump out at you.
I wonder if there's money on the dead bodies.
You can look if you like. They're dead. They're not taking anything with them.
Brutus is just gonna start picking their pockets.
We'll do 100 for me there, buddy.
Sure. If there's one sin he has, it's greed. And also working for Amber.
That's not a sin, that's a disability.
A little difference.
I rolled a 99.
As you are
There's 99 gold on the body.
reaching through, you feel on one of these bodies, in their pocket, a bag.
Another snake.
It was tempting, believe me, it was tempting.
There's another snake in your pocket, or you happy to see me.
You sort of wrangle through the pockets of this dead creature. You find a bag. The bag seems to be filled with gemstones.
Can it hold things?
It's a little bag about this size, so it can hold things, just not an awful lot of things.
I think I found that fabled bag of holding. Anyways, he's gonna pocket the bag.
With its sides, you can probably use it to package up that one-eyed snake you were trying to fight earlier.
And you know, hey, I can always use it as an improvised weapon. It's full of hard rocks.
What kind of rock?
Nunya rocks, as he stuffs it in his coat pocket.
None rocks. I haven't seen those before.
Yeah, they're from the fabled land of your business.
Morel
None of
doesn't
your
have
business,
pupils,
Rox?
but he's rolling his eyes.
quickly above the table, Ruby, I got a message from Jason from one of the other games asking, "Is Tippler all there mentally?" Just randomly asks that.
I mean, I
God only
understand
knows.
it. Like that's a reasonable question, I'd say.
It is, given the shit that he comes away with. But as you continue to walk on through, looking round, the guide gets kind of quiet after a while.
Fucking.
I meant to ask, are we going for 1 or 2 today?
2.
I rolled up everything else bar that because I was like, oh damn, this is actually a very good gammon steak. It's not very salty. Vox votes 1, Ruby votes 2. Anybody else?
Hey, if you're close to Fox,
2.
on the right side.
Brutus says 2. Anyone else any differs?
I mean, hey, go big, go home. I'm taking 2.
Sounds like a lot of 2s. Wait. Cool. Nice.
Gark says 2.
You push on and on and on. Maybe it's the weather, but you don't get very far. You seem to be moving real slow, and as you notice, the guide does almost seem to have a, I want to say, a stealthier disposition. She seems to be a bit lower, and her eyes seem to dart all over the place as she moves.
Can I, like, roll? Like, it's like, how to roll stealth because, like, I'm not actively trying to sneak up anything, but I'm, like, also trying to be cautious.
You're mimicking the behavior of the guide.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can roll stealth.
Can I message the guide? What are we being cautious about?
Roll. Well, I guess technically it's not the message back. I
It's the
don't
guide.
know.
The guide.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Fucking main character syndrome.
I'm so sorry that I assume that my person, my, what is it, like, my employed, is talking to me?
Employee.
Well, it's, I don't know, they were really weird dynamic.
Ruby, check the Eve of Ruin chat.
Oh.
There's why Jason has messaged me.
Oh.
I'm beginning to wonder if he's all there now.
Now I'm curious, but I won't pry.
He just dropped the slur.
Oh,
How festive.
Yeah.
He's
which one?
He's just getting in touch with the spirit, guys.
What is American Spirit?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was too spirited.
The spirit that he is part of. The spirit that he's part of has a guy in power that says he would never vote for the guy that's in power.
Yeah, exactly.
But as you message off towards the guide, and as she kind of leans back a little, and are you familiar with animal hunting grounds?
I once again message her. I can't say I am.
Would you consider yourself a hunter?
I suppose.
Not anymore, you're not.
This cryptic bitch.
She seems to
Next
be-
time she tells a riddle, we should stone her.
Witch!
Yeah, no. I know.
I hope
exactly
you know
what
the
she's
difference between predator and hunter.
Yeah, I know you're a predator.
I was about to say, I'm sure Vox knows all about predators.
By the way, since we see the guide being cautious, can Brutus also follow in that step?
Yeah.
Okay, just asking. Oh, I think I'm
Just
stealthy.
following her.
I'm smart enough to understand that she is saying that we're being hunted, right?
I would sure hope so, wizard.
You
Yeah,
literally
being
beat me
intelligent is
to it.
your job,
Yeah.
caster.
Thought you were the smart one. God, fucking nerd. You ever wondered why you were bullied? This is why.
This is why Kuno is black.
What?
You thought it was character
Oh.
building. But she is hunched down. You can see all these trees, tall and wide and dead, and you can see all manner of bodies hung from them with spears that seem to go through rib cages, through eyeballs and skulls. You can see effigies that very clearly look like people were tied up there,
Kinky.
used as warnings.
Oh.
Like any of the weapons are viable.
Rudimentary, but most of the spears still seem quite fine. You could probably
If
get yourself a
I
spear.
get close enough to one, yeah, I'd like to try and pick one up.
Yeah. Pardon? You know what's crazy? Just 7618. That's the numbers
Yeah.
on the D20 I've got right here. You pick up a few. They are very rudimentarily made, but you can tell that there's still an artisanal craft to them. And as you,
Sized for me, or are they sized for smaller things?
they seem to be sized for about the same size things. Some of them are obviously just a little bit thicker. Some of them are also like a little bit thinner. But they are extremely hard. Like, trying to bend one does require a considerable amount of effort on your behalf, just to cause it to arc a little. Just move on through the area some more. You can hear the monkeys. You can hear the birds. The odd roars.
Tweet.
I was so expecting Pepsi to just then go rar.
Rawr.
Rare. Okay there, Starion.
Yous find yourselves by the end of this walk rather, you feel like you've gotten very far, but you feel like you've been walking for a while. You can see now there are a lot of stars out.
Which ones?
Well, let's see, you've got the Big Dipper, you've got Orion's Belt, you've got this weird comet that just seems to constantly be orbiting a particular part of the world and not seems to go anywhere. Last you saw it was probably in Waterdeep, and you've got that one over there that they call Torm's Cock. Not sure why, it's just a simple spot, but, you know. You glad you asked that question, Vox? Are you? Is that...
Yes. It's very important, because based on the stars we can orient ourselves.
Oh, fuck you.
Vox loves hearing about cock.
But
In which direction does the cock point? Then we know whether we're south or north.
Has a slight curve to the left.
It's always
just take
down
it on
slightly
the
to the
chin.
left.
Oh, well, it's currently summer right now, so in actuality, it seems to be bent in a different way. It's usually in the winter, it seems to point, south, and in the summer, it seems to point north. We're in midsummer right now, also known as foreplay. The rest of the stars.
Yeah. During the summer, it seems to bend a little to watch a black hole. It doesn't want to move.
This party is a fucking prison.
Hey, you chose to be here.
It also seems to get
Your
a little
spell is
bigger and a little brighter.
Your spell is unlocked.
Oh, we are for sure going to the big bad fire.
Bitch, I'm gay. I'm already on my way.
Brutus is following his boss.
Dog, I'm going to hell for so many reasons, and you pick queer?
Fucking works,
I got a
don't
better
it?
reason. I got a better reason to be there. I got a place to be.
Genocide.
What sins have you committed?
Genocide.
Other than genocide.
I work with demons, does that count?
Sodomy.
That's no way to talk about Ruby.
Hey, you don't get paid to work with me.
Mental taxation, I get paid somehow. But as the guy kind of looks up and looks round, it's getting a bit late. Maybe we should call it a night. Pick this up again in the morning.
See you next session.
As they start to put up the tent, I'm going to go get some water because having that much salty stuff in my mouth really needs me to refresh. You guys figure out who's doing what.
Alright,
I will
Brutus
say,
is doing your mop.
as we're like settling down, Huro will like go up to Amber and be like, so we were sneaking around. What exactly were we hiding from?
I believe the guides somewhat alert. That bitch doesn't speak directly to anybody. That we were being hunted of some sorts.
Oh, fun.
By what, precisely?
Look, and if I know.
Sylida, could you
I think
elaborate on what creatures' hunting grounds we were in?
Well, you see, it's a legendary monster known as Yo Mama.
I will hurt
Oh
you.
no!
I heard him laugh
this
from the other
creature destroys
fucking
my
room. Are you
homeland.
serious?
You had a wireless microphone, silly.
It sounded so distant.
It's a legendary monster, tougher than a Tarrasque.
I can still hear
Bigger
you.
than a Tarrasque, too.
I was in the kitchen
my God.
downstairs.
They like the Tarrasque so much they added Tarrasque to D&D.
Also known as your mother.
I was downstairs in the kitchen, and my kitchen's like right next to my stairs, so sound travels pretty well.
It was so distant and so short, but I heard it ever so slightly.
The shorts don't pick it up, sadly.
Scottish, have you considered making like tubes throughout your house that connect like to the microphone, and then wherever you are, you can always just speak into the tube?
Dog, what?
Don't worry, he's a little special. Just not
It
insane.
works.
I'm pretty sure that's
Fucking
the thing.
special ed.
I'm pretty sure that's the thing in like really old houses, like little tubes that like talk to each other through them.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Fuck here.
a few questions were asked as when I'm from Icarith. I'll pop you out of your bed. You ask Sylida, what's Gucci, my darling? What were we being hunted from, hiding from? She kind of looks at you and... Anything, really. Did you not see the grounds we were in? There were dead bodies everywhere.
Yes, but what killed them?
The spears.
And who was wielding the spears?
Other jungle denizens.
Such as yourself?
No, I was guiding you the entire time.
You see, if it was Icarus that was hunting, there wouldn't be spears. There would be just holes in them. You know, like them poor seagulls.
I don't hunt with spears, I hunt with Eldritch Blast.
And you were a perfectly good seagull, too.
That's
How
what
many
I was
Russians do
saying.
you have?
I currently have 6 Russians in my basement, but
Well, I have 16.
you have 16 Russians in your basement.
No, Russians.
Russians?
I guess they're the same thing. They come in little meat cubes.
Please help us!
Da, it is cold in this basement.
Luca Bria.
What you trying to do, Tom?
It's just testing how to set it up, right?
The spear? Was it you're trying to make it do? Because that other attack didn't roll.
That was a misclick.
Ah. Okay.
Calm down.
Then,
You almost stabbed me.
as things are going as they are, and our illustrious party happen to do their own thing, I now must ask, who is taking first watch?
Oh, why did I
Well,
laugh at that? What is
I
wrong
feel
with
a
me?
lot better than last night, so I can take first watch.
You
Can
got
I watch with someone? They're good. I
beaten
think you're done.
last night. I don't. At this point, it's now just it's just the guide. At this point, that's it. It's game over. It's just the guide. Why don't the beach boy and the gimp take first watch together, and the horrible hat and the Bernie one take second watch together?
Can I watch with someone else tonight?
To
That's
be
what
honest, I
she
prefer
just said.
having the watch on my own.
Are you the one that's been leaving those weird stains on everyone's tents?
The white one?
Definitely not on yours.
You're not denying it, which makes it worse.
Oh god. We're all gonna die.
If it ain't gonna be the brain freeze, it'll be suicide.
God, I wish.
It was almost ice. It was almost a chunk of ice. And who would you like to take watch with? Would you like to take watch with me? You have such piercing red eyes.
Please don't make it weird. But honestly, anyone else that I've heard enough of the facts. You're starting to repeat, boss.
What did you know?
Oh, God. Zoro, you're with me tonight.
I don't really care what we do as long as we don't die while doing it.
Can't
Good.
promise anything.
Glad that's settled. Brutus is the one 9-to-5 worker here. He doesn't get paid enough for this. I work at the McDonald's at the Pentagon.
Pentagon.
Shut the fuck up!
McDonald's at the Pentagon.
Fuck you! Fuck you! I was free! I was free!
You'll never be free.
Jesus, Ruby. Yeah, I'll never be free
Don't
unless you're gonna rubber.
understand!
The children yearn for the straw.
The children yearn for this.
I've had a friend that has been singing that song non-stop, like the entire weekend. I
Your
was
friends?
finally, yeah, surprisingly enough. I don't know how to keep up with me. They probably hate me, but that's besides the point. Hey, I finally stopped having it in my head. It got overtaken by what do we call? I forgot the fucking name. By Epic the Musical, and now it's fucking back.
What can I say except you're welcome?
Fuck you. I hope you stop.
No, thank you. I have a partner.
They too
It's
have to be
okay.
desperate.
I will have like my music on in the background, and a few nights ago it was completely silent because I had like the Phantom soundtrack just on my playlist, but it was one of the songs in which it really didn't have any music in the background and it was just like dialogue, and so it was just quiet, and then I just hear, "I'm here, the Phantom of the Opera," like really quiet in like the corner of my headphones. I actually thought I was going like schizophrenic.
You aren't already?
Believe it or not, no.
I keep having like Thunder Bringer.
Sorry.
Back
great.
Hey man, we're giving Matthew time to do whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
He seems like
yeah.
he's trying to run for it.
I had to roll a lot of d6s there.
Oh,
Yeah.
am I dead?
Not yet.
Watch one is Brutus.
Wait, what do you mean?
And
What do you
Pharrell.
mean?
Wait.
Wait. Watch 2 will be.
Did we
Dramatic
figure that out?
pause.
We figured out watch 1. Watch 2 can be whomstever. Yes, I used the word whomst. Fucking come at me.
I love
Okay.
Hoomst.
Open up. You got what's called
Worms.
worms. Fuck you.
Again, no thank you.
It's a bad day to have a comedy.
What the
Zooey
fuck,
could do it
Humo?
with Clive.
What was that?
I suppose Zooey could do it with Clive.
Zuri and Clive for watch number 2. Okay. And watch number 3, I assume, will go to.
Amber and oh god.
Well, technically, I asked for the first one, but it's okay.
I can give you the first one and move everybody down one if you wish.
Doesn't matter that
I
much.
don't mind.
I like to imagine that at some point while they were walking, Huara like looked up from the ground or like his nails or something, and looked back at each of us and was like, "Oh my god, I thought you were dead."
I love this bitch.
Oh, you're here. Hi.
It's so crazy. I can't take her nowhere.
Then let's say. You know what? No, I like the idea of your Crispin last. Okay. Trust me.
Sure.
You'll love me. Don't worry about it, honey. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know why I keep like grabbing this pen. It's like, look how little ink is left in this thing. Can't. I've got to put it to my hat just so you can see how much.
Put the thing out of its fucking misery. What the hell?
Listen, right. I can still blow a little bit of ink out of it, therefore it's still usable. But dear God,
That's
it's my
what my parents said
patience
about
wearing
me.
thing.
Wait, what'd you say, Quint?
I said that's what my parents said about me.
That's what I heard on the daily from everybody around me.
Yeah.
Remember, God
That's-
might not judge you, but I will.
I judge myself. As
Womp womp.
the night falls.
That's crazy.
As soon as the night falls, it's 3 in the fucking morning. But as things progress, coalesce, and come through. Watch number one
World.
is the Gimp and the Gay.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Yeah, which
Whatsoever.
gay? Theater gay
The
or
one
the
we-
gay?
Peter Gay,
The
obviously.
one that we can stereotype the most.
That doesn't narrow it down.
Narrow it down.
I think theater kid is worse than. See, you're like, I'm the queer stereotype. You're like the autistic stereotype. We're very different.
Wait, which one?
Yeah, which one?
Which one?
But
Fuck, what?
I'm on the. Which one? Are you talking about Pepsi or about me?
About you?
About me? Am I the autistic stereotype?
Okay, want to hear a fun
Alright,
fact?
so-
Sure.
I don't know. I'm not the kind of guy to walk up to Brutus and be like he's not telling anyone fun facts. I'm not gonna walk up to him and be like, I want him to info dump so deep inside me I have trivia running down my leg, brother. Like I don't.
Kill Pepsi, are you happy?
Yes.
I need to save that. I need to save that line. Okay.
Oh, fuck me.
As
Yes, I know.
Thank
I'm
you.
hilarious. Thank you.
your watch is coming in, what do you guys do?
Drugs.
So, I feel like we got off on the wrong foot.
Did we?
God, it's already gay.
Okay, I've been a bit rude to you. And since we're gonna be stuck in this jungle for a while, I want things to be at least a little amicable. So, I guess sorry for being a bit snippy at you.
To be honest, I don't really care how you conduct yourself as long as you're useful, you do your job, and you're not an idiot. Two of which those things you've mandated on a relatively normal account.
Oh, I can already tell you now, I'm not the smartest, dagger in the rogue. But,
What?
I'm perceptive at least.
As long as you do what you're supposed to and you don't get yourself killed, I really could care less about your manners.
Fair enough. I'll extend the same
You-
courtesy to you.
You and your partner have been sufficiently useful so far, so I'm not... I would prefer your company over the other ones. He sort of, like, glances over to the tents of the Azamars.
Oh, we're getting racist
Oh,
in
no.
here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Azira seems kind of nice.
Siri is... He, like, gives, like, one of those, like, I'm smiling to be polite, but you know it's not polite kind of smiles. She's something.
Bless your wee cotton
Right.
socks.
Her
Hey,
heart is in it.
I guess you could say that. Say, speaking of that, ever played Dragon Chess?
Girl just, like, looks at him and just, like, gives him a look of, like, you know, I shouldn't be shocked, but I am. But I'm also disappointed. I mean, I suppose we have nothing better to do.
Hey, you keep your eyes out, I'll keep my ears out. Now, say, want to bet a bit of gold?
Oh my god, they're gambling addicts.
As much as I would love to, your boss has already mooched off enough me to where I have nothing to give you.
I can always do debts. And I have plenty of dough on me.
I mean, gold really has no meaning out here, so I guess if we would, we could, but it's not going to do much.
Fine. Here, you don't have to gamble. As Bruce is already setting up the board. Please, I haven't played in so long, and bless the series, shining little heart. Not the greatest player.
Yes, I would expect
He's out
much.
here catching fucking strays tonight.
So fucked up.
Oh, you best hope she's a heavy fucking sleeper.
Well, it's either we sit here and play dragon chess, or I play an instrument, and I don't think that's the wisest thing to do out here.
Well then, I'll let the bard go first. Play me a little ditty with the board.
If you were anyone else, I would have thought you made an innuendo.
What's an innuendo?
Oh, you sweet summer child. Do I roll intelligence? I don't think I have proficiency with
So if it helps, you can either cheat in the game or straight up win the game. Hold on, let me. Yeah, it's wisdom base.
So you roll a wisdom check.
Didn't Azir roll an intelligence though?
You'll learn the game.
Aziri's learning the
To
game.
learn the
You're
game.
just sitting down and playing.
Oh, okay. Hey man, here I am. I have a +0, and yet I have the highest wisdom.
The best part is
What
I'm
the hell?
proficient with chess tools. So I roll with proficiency.
Wouldn't like cheating be like sleight of hand or something?
You can try and cheat against Brutus.
I don't know if I want to. How much like I don't know how much Hurl cares about this game, to be honest. I'll just do like a normal roll for now. Wow. That was special.
You sit and play the game that is Dragon Chess.
I would like to add a little.
Yep.
Sorry. I was gonna say Brutus, in comparison to his more lackadaisical, alright boss attitude, immediately like focuses up and just starts staring into your soul as we play. With his Dreadhelm eyes.
Love it when you talk
Yeah, give him,
about
like,
it
the
to
fucking
be a
fool's
Dreadhelm eyes.
I imagine that like he just gets absolutely like decimated, and it's like he like does not get out much. This is not something he does in his free time. He just looks really confused. He's like he thought he knew he was going in.
Behold! The balls on in your jaw move!
Real just like furrows his brows and just like looks at it. How many times are we rolling? Or just once?
Just the once. There's no need to worry. It's your time playing chess.
Keep
Comes
losing.
in. It's like he's just schooling you on it, we'll say. And like initially you're just like, yeah, I don't care. And eventually you're like sitting there, like the thinker, like thinking to yourself as this is going on.
How am I losing?
He's a fucking idiot. I need to win at least once. I can't let him beat me. I need to win at least once.
As Huro like gets his queen taken for like the 60th time in a night, he like stares at it and like stops. You know, typically when people dominate me, I get paid for it, not the other way around.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean? What do you mean dominated? Like in a fight?
If they're lucky.
Anyways, thanks for playing, man. That was a real thinker.
Wouldn't you like to know, Sentry Boy?
Not really, considering it's coming from you, and, I've learned not to question your habits. I've seen your portraits.
Whirl like smiles, but like it's like kind of like a weird half smirk, and since he's wearing a mask, you can't even really tell. Half of Whirl's expressions are muted because you can't even see most of his face, and that's like what makes them like kind of funnier.
Oh my god, he has autism.
By the way, out of curiosity, is there anything under that mask, or is it just a deep, dark, theatrical void?
No, it is a requirement of such. I wouldn't walk around in the jungle with it if I didn't have to.
Oh. So you do have a face under there? Are you ugly?
I do have a face, yes. I think we all do. I could say the same for you.
Oh, I'm just using it to hide my handsome visage from the world, as I assume you are.
I'm sure. It is a... How do I say? It's a habit I've picked up from when I was young. It was something that the theater did, and, you know, over time, it just sort of became habit, I suppose.
I'd like to point out Brutus asked 2 questions, and if we all notice, Hurrell just completely avoided the other one.
Yeah.
What is your...
So I ask again. Wait, one last question. So I'll ask again. Are you ugly under there?
Do you think I'd be chasing a woman across Chult if I was?
Yes.
Huriel just, like, blinks at him. But, like, very unamusedly.
Oh my god, if
You
Hura
seem
was ugly, he would have been a fucking incel.
You seem like the pining type.
The what type, would you say?
The pining type.
As much as I am a relentless romantic, pining's typically the sort of word that people use for me regarding themselves.
Brutus looks you up and down and says, "Really?"
Believe it or not, I am the star of my troupe. So, yes.
Oh, you're a celebrity. Now I
Undercut
get
this whole moment right now by saying make a deception check. But also as your little tit-for-tat conversation comes to a lull and a rest, and you realise that my, time is getting away from me. From whom does the bell toll for the next watch?
Who do we want to bully and wake up?
I mean, I suppose that we could just pick them at random.
By the way, just to make this is like planned randomness in my head. So like, who was the next duo to go watch?
It was Aziri and Clive.
Huril will walk up to, like, the outside. Or, okay, where are Aziri and Clive's tents to each other? I'm realizing I don't actually know how far they are from each other.
They are next to each other.
This is Aziri.
Okay. Huril is going to, like, walk up and then cast 2 Eldritch Blasts outside of their tents, and then...
Brutus is also going to sleep, so he doesn't get shit for this. Trips into a snap. Oh god, I tripped on the snake!
It's that long?
It's not that long, no. It's just he walks into a tent and there's just Icarus in there.
Hey, man.
Oh,
We're on this competition.
The Brutus, hey, the name Brutus does mean heavy, and he's not talking about a sword, if you know what I mean.
Well, yours empty, buddy.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me open the door, though. Oh, there we go.
The noises awake Clive from his deepest of slumbers. As he just kind of looks around and like shrugs.
Just out of interest, does Eldritch Blast make a noise, or is it like in certain show where all warlocks just canonically say Eldritch Blast at the top of their voice as they cast it?
I think it would make like since it's force damage. Since it's force damage, I imagine it would make kind of like a little kind of sound, you know?
I
Like
always
it's hitting the
imagine
ground.
I always imagine Eldritch Blast to make like a sort of like cracking noise, like dragging through there, and then if it hits something, actually have like an impact. Because it is a physical thing.
Yeah, it's like you know, like I said, since it's force damage, it is hitting something very hard.
So
It's like getting punched by lightning.
it's like the gay version of piercing damage.
It's the theater gay of piercing damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I fucking hate this game. Shit.
Yes. Sorry, as Clive will awake. And he will throw up the gang signs of what the fuck was that?
Ziri replies, monkeys.
I think they're called people nowadays.
Clive looks at you and spits on the ground and gives a questioning look.
No, monkeys. Flying kind.
I know what that means, and I hate that. I hate that.
Kirk's just made it a canonical thing now that spitting on the ground means tiefling.
Oh, that's so much.
Racism. Let's go.
Blame Gark when he gets here, don't blame me. I'm just playing the character as honestly as I can.
Yeah,
Exactly.
sure, bud. You're the one that introduced the spitting on the ground is tiefling, though.
I done it once as a joke. He kept it going. Everything I do is a joke. Until it's not. But is he
Following orders, right, bud?
Exactly. Just following orders. Ruby, my heart goes out to you. That's about as far as I'm willing to take that.
Oh, that is vile.
Oh yeah. But
That's
yeah.
crazy.
I'm gonna get a chainsaw next week.
Oh, God.
Clive looks at you there, Azeri. Hits you with the signs, you know. What do we need to do?
You know, I hear the ivory trade is nice out here. We can cut off their horns.
Keep an eye on the forest. Eats the floor. Don't get eaten by a snake.
Huh.
Shut up, Brutus.
See. Yeah, takes a little look around and stokes some food by his fire. By the fire. Just take a little look around. This is about as much as I imagine Clive is going to do. Is there anything that Ziri wishes to be doing?
Ziri would set up her makeshift water catcher with her iron pot and like remnants of a backpack, and then she'd just patrol tents, like the inside.
Yep.
Eye on what's beyond the tents on the outside.
You are looking around. Make a perception check. I'll also roll one for Clive, not that it...
Yeah, that seems go well.
Yeah. It isn't even funny. It ain't even
It's
funny.
quite impressive.
It's not naturally impressive though, like, you can't just get a natural -7.
All your games, have you had anything lower than that?
Not really, no, because nobody goes ahead and gimps their characters so hard. And then complains about having gimped their character. Just can't win with some people.
Some people.
But as you are looking around and coming to grips with it, the ground you stand upon seems to be looser than normal. For you, being a farm girl, you're aware of, loose and compact and dense soil, and this soil does seem like it should be quite densely compact, but as you're walking on it, it's very spongy and soft, and it doesn't seem to be any underlying moss or such. It's just soft and loose. And that's odd. That's not right.
Does it feel watery or just sort of like almost sand-like?
It feels. When you got like a big bag of 10 kilogram bag of topsoil, it kind of feels like that. And it shouldn't.
Sort of like I sort of jump back from it and sort of examine how the size of it, the shape of it, while sort of whistling to attract guys' attention.
Curiosity, do you think a -6 hears that?
Probably not.
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck people over like that as he moves on over and looks. As you're looking at it, Zui, it seems to be moving.
Is there any noise or smell or anything like that, or is it just like a ripple?
There's no noise. It doesn't smell. But it is... It's not like a ripple either. It's very much like a beat, shall we say?
Must have done a beat, huh?
It's... I think the best way to describe it, like something underneath is trying to break its way out.
I think I would shout out for like trying to wake up everyone else in the tents. Something's here under the ground, and then I'll try and like stab my spears into the ground towards like the head of it or the front of it type thing.
Yeah. Roll an attack roll. Nice. North or south?
North.
North. Go. As you pick up the spear and stab it into the ground, you make contact with something. And as you do, you hear a sort of crack as you watch as a hand comes up and grabs the spear. And as it does, you watch as this, there's no easy way to put it. As this starts to crawl out, and as it does, you watch as around this entire area just hands come out. Roll initiative.
No.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Did you describe, because my picture isn't showing? So, yeah.
Skeletons.
Okay.
Oh, motherfucker! Bone snakes now?
Lord, let me pull up my sheet.
Oh, Lord.
And the mad skin, why, Lord?
Why, Lord?
Let me just quickly roll all these. Let's see, there's an annoyed, a guilty, a shocked, an evil, a fearful, a perplexed, a stressed, a fearful, a disassociated, a naive, an unamused, an ambitious, a helpless, and a humble skeleton.
DEI is going crazy. They added the ID
Hey.
to...
Don't forget the racist skeleton.
Oh, Ruby's been here the entire time, she just hasn't rolled initiative yet.
I have.
Two,
The fuck you
Two.
mean?
4, But yeah, sorry. It's just the fact that there's like so many fucking skeletons here.
It's the person that made the attack that didn't roll.
No, it's here, I think. I don't know.
Oh, no,
Yeah,
it's yours,
yeah, she's under you. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Remember when I said I need to roll some d6s?
No.
Just 3 d6s. I think I rolled quite well.
Did you roll 3 6s?
No, I rolled a 6 and 2 4s.
Don't talk to me about 666. It's gonna remind me of the fucking safe. Oh.
Did you just?
Oh,
say
yeah, I
666
remember
is their
now.
safe word?
Oh, Vox, you sweet summer child. Anyway, we are about the halfway mark through this session, so here's Kendrick Lamar to remind us that Drake's a pedophile. Hey, hi, so this is probably a good time to go ahead and put a pause on it, take a break, do whatever we need to do. We're going to go through some quick adverts real quick, and then we'll get right back to the game at hand. First and foremost, we are still available on Patreon and Coffee. Links are above, name is above here. There's now a ton of maps for different AD&D modules, some Dragonlance stuff in there as well, and some stuff that I've actually used in games as well. So go ahead, take a little look. You can support me on there if you wish. You can just subscribe here. Dealer's choice, either way. It's got stuff on it now. Now we are still partnered with the guys over at AdverntureOn. Yes, we are with them. Community of now over 1,000 members who are here playing D&D. Be that Play by Post, Boundary, Roll20, Owlbear. It's there, ready to play. Plenty of DMs, even more players. Open welcome community. Links below and also on screen. Enjoy. And there's a go live time. This is when games will go live here on YouTube and you'll be able to see them. So that is firstly in the Europeans, 8 PM CEST, 7 PM GMT. In the States, that's 2 PM EST, 1 PM CST, and 11 AM PST. On Mondays we head up to the frigid north of the Sword Coast once more to Icewind Dale to face the rime of the Frostmaiden. On Tuesdays we trade the frost with the tropics as we head down to Chult for Tomb of Annihilation to stop the death curse. On Thursdays we keep things eldritch with Vecna, Eve of Ruin, the 1-20 game where I even bring in new dungeon masters to run it with me as a player. Things are getting weird now. Keeping us firmly in the northern part of the Sword Coast, every second Saturday DM King takes me and a bunch of mates through the lost mine of Phandelver where we try to find the obelisks and what lies below. Now I managed to stay in all of my clothes the whole time, so without further ado, let's get back to the game.
Somebody watched the Oscars.
As this is a skeleton here that you hit, so he's hit for 9. As you pulled that out, he's already injured, so he's hit quite hard. And he will unpause the game first. And he will just rebuttal back. Plain and simple. That is a 10 for 4, which I believe misses. Cool. Had a bit of it. What?
I do need to. I don't think I'll be wearing my armor, so I need to switch over to.
I forgot you're one of those ones that wears armor.
Yo.
Sometimes.
Not many of those these days.
If you want to knock the armor off, you can, but if you want to say you had your armor on for the short the watch, I'm also.
It's not much of it. It's not much of a difference because I'm a barbarian.
What does it change you to?
15. I'm 16 otherwise.
Oh. This one here will move forth and it will try to attack your... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put out another skeleton token. Don't worry about this one here. He's not in combat. He will attack Clive. He takes his little short sword and takes a swing. 14 for 5 on Clive. Good news, everybody. Gark removed his armor.
Let's go!
Gark
Can we
has a
kill
10
the
AC.
Nice. Deserved, to be honest.
Gark is also wearing mithril. This one will come out and it will see Clive. We'll take his little short bow plinking, and 8 for 7 misses. This one here will move forth, and as it does, it will... it's going to try and grapple Ziri. So if Ziri wants to make a strength saving throw. Yeah, you're fine. Morel.
Oh, wonderful. I imagine this is just a littlest bit, like, loud. Just a hunch, though.
I did shout something.
Yeah. Girl sort of, like, wanders out, shambles, and, like, looks really irritated for about, like, 3 seconds. And it's like, oh, shit.
It's something serious?
As you
Actually,
move
for real?
forth, there's a 20 hit.
A 20?
I asked out of kindness.
Sticking me.
You take 7 points of damage. You're going to move forward, and a sword from out the back hits you. So there's just been one between your tent there.
Oh, awesome. I wanna... me.
Oh yeah. A 11. It fails. It takes 17 points of damage and dies.
Yay!
Oh, fuck, why are we getting attacked? No, there's enough XP to level up.
Yeah.
If we survive.
If we don't, I'd be really sad.
Ah,
So.
that's the issue.
I mean, maybe some of us can survive, and the rest.
Before we sacrifice the twink.
Bye,
The
Ruby.
freak, man!
To be honest, would it maybe not be worth it to sacrifice one for the rest of us to get a level up?
Hey, look, Quinn, I didn't say the tiefling twin.
Yeah, the
Oh,
Ichi twink.
true.
Want one. That looks... the one that looks like he wants to establish the Third Reich.
Oh, awesome.
We're
How
going
is
to
it
town.
going, though?
So, okay, where are, like, the skeletons? Because I cannot see anything.
You're going to want to refresh because you're standing right between two.
Oh! Because, like, I can't see any tokens of them. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, but you're currently a tiefling sandwich.
So your token's got is vision activated.
Yep. I think it's just been some desync. That's how the tokens came in.
Yeah, I've had issues with it as well, with Velvet and rendering and shit.
See, I would not have moved there if I'd known.
We'll say you were sleep deprived. You just woke up.
He's just a little confused, guys.
He's just a little guy.
He's literally just a little guy. He's never done anything wrong in his life.
The
Cap.
bank robberies were not his fault.
Yeah, he's so morally good and not ambiguous at all. He's never committed a
Quinn,
crime.
I don't think you've played a morally good character ever.
Playing morally good characters is like lame.
Is like lame.
Also
The
hard.
best.
It's not actually lame, it's just like lame.
Yeah, exactly.
See, but the thing is, the best part about playing a good character is to make them evil later.
Why can't it be the best part of an evil character to make them good later?
So Quinn, I take it you just take the dodge action here?
Sorry, it takes my computer 60 years to just load in. I just loaded.
Did you just say you like that your computer takes so much time?
Shut
Oh
the
fuck,
fuck
shut
up.
the fuck up.
I will hurt you.
Kinky.
Is it possible that I could, like, move back here?
In
You say
order
that I moved
to
out a little bit farther?
in order to proc the opportunity of attack, which would proc the hellish rebuke, you would technically have to move to here.
That's fine.
So 5, 10.
Oh my god, there's so many. I didn't know there was this many. Okay. Let me see here. Wow, I love all my spells at level 2. I'm so useful. I am going to then instead take a swing at the one like right here.
15
Wow.
for 4 does hit.
Awesome.
Did I announce your turn?
I mean, all that I can do right now.
Okay. This skeleton here will, as a difficult terrain, move over this tent. The 10, 15, moves on through and it kind of sees the light in it. Then moves on into the tent.
No, little skeleton boy, don't go towards the light.
Oh, is that a difference?
Oh no! This fence is full of Schlockenzirk!
I think the real
I'm
question
gonna
is,
touch the skeleton.
does the skeleton close the tent after itself, or
Depends,
They want
Pepsi.
some
Do you want to make
privacy?
con saves again?
No.
the skeleton wants some privacy in there?
Skeleton is Brutus is kind of getting up from what's going on. The skeleton will walk in and it will take a swing at you, Brutus. Will say because you are getting up from prone and not fully up, it would be classing as a prone attack against you, which is only a 15 for 6.
15 to hit? Yeah, that barely hits.
And then as you take a back shot from a skeleton and then stand up tall.
Oh, you motherfucker! I'm gonna break your bones! Let's see here.
I hope this wall doesn't get in the way, but just in case it does, I will quickly allow you to...
Okay. 14 to hit.
I'll put on the thing in a sec. 14 does, in fact, hit the Skelly Boy for 5.
I'm gonna bludgeon this man to death.
Oh yeah, you do bludgeoning.
Yep.
That's double damage as you just... Did it else your turn?
You know what, fuck it. I want to break this man's bones. Action search. Let me just pop that off. There we go. There it is. Just click again. 15 to hit.
Actually only has 3 hit points left.
You see Brutus like just bash this thing's head, steps out of the tent. Oh, you're next. Wait, which skeleton is this?
It's just a random ass skeleton.
Oh,
You see the
you're
camp
next. As I point at the random skeleton.
is the camp.
Maybe
Oh,
if you-
that particular one there is helpless. As you look around, the camp is just filled with skeletons rising from the ground.
Maybe if he just holds out his hammer and like spins around in a circle really fast, we can get all of them done in one.
Did it else return there?
Just double checking my bonus action. Yeah. Nah, I'll save that for later. I'm good.
Hey. This one here will this one here will make Twink Soup as it takes an attack at Horel, a 14 to hit, which just
That
hits
just hits.
for 5.
Lord.
This one here comes
Oh, Lord is
shambling
answering you.
out towards the fire. One here will move in towards the mute and require a strength saving throw. Jesus fucking Christ, Gark, the bar was so low. The bar was so low.
The bar was back in Avernus.
Where is the...
I think
There we go.
Pop will pick it up.
As this Skelly just holds him hostage. Amber.
I'm gonna get am I prone?
You're currently locked in a tent, but I would say you're just getting up from prone, so you are not sacrificing any movement.
Oh, this motherfucker. Oh wait, no, I don't know if I should do the topple, do I? Okay, that's actually better. I see this guy standing outside of my tent, knowing how to deal with creeps. I'm just gonna pew 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 him. Fuck me!
A 2 on this guy here.
Yeah, 2 to the chest, 1 to the head.
6
I'd rather
points
save
of
that
force.
for a later arc.
You Did it else your
What's
turn?
up? What are you saving for a later arc?
Oh, you said fuck me, and I said I'd say that for a later arc.
Okay.
Did it else your
We
turn?
just met.
I'm just gonna shout, ruin us! There's a creep!
Kinda busy.
That's my turn.
This skeleton is now extremely stressed.
Good.
Take a step into here with a short sword, and a 7 will miss. Azuri, there is a target-rich environment.
Being surrounded by it, and one of them like sort of was holding my spear, wasn't it?
Yeah, it used your spear to pull itself up and out of the ground.
I think I'm pretty scared by all these skeletons, so I'm going to do rage and start screaming, and then going to let him have my spear and bring out my ball. I'm going to swing around and recklessly attack skeleton nearest Clive to my right.
Yep. You let off a scream, you use all this kind of that. You can re-roll the 20 on that. $21 for 14 on the Skelly. Straight up kills. Don't even need to double it, they've got 13 hit points. Did anything else your turn?
No, that's my turn.
I realise I got to quickly do the math. Because this doesn't automatically calculate things as it should.
God, Fireball would look amazing here.
Would it? Would it really?
This skeleton here will try to stab the held one, a 12, believe it or not, still hits, because again, this is why we sleep in our armor. This one here will shamble into camp. And as it does, it will try to push down the Clive. And the Clive will stay alive. As the Clive who can't use his hands will... Damn, ain't too much he can do right now. He will attempt to break this grapple by killing the fucker behind him. And he will lean forward and throw his head straight back into it. Because I imagine
it's bludgeoning, so.
It's a 19 to hit for 3 points of damage, which at that point there is 6 points of damage. And because I imagine the optics of this is hilarious, is he's held there and he kind of flies backwards. You watch as just like there's a searing white light from his eyes as the head hits the skeleton, and you know, divine smite. Because it can be done with an unarmed attack. A divine headbutt, if you will.
Hell yeah.
Divine
Top of class
headbutt.
Legion.
Oh, Tom. As he just drops the head clean into this thing and then proceeds to grab the greatsword from off of his back. And we'll realise that he is in a bit of a pickle. Speaking of pickle, the American pickle over here will request that Hurel make a strength saving throw. Or a dexterity saving throw. Dealer's choice.
Oh, I love it when you give me the option to use the stat that I'm proficient in.
Let me just quickly do this math. It's 8 plus proficiency plus strength. I cannot stress enough that if this thing had even a single point in strength, you would be prone right now.
Oh my god.
Tikareth, all this shit is going on, buddy.
So just to check, the rapier that is in the inventory of Ishveret, did you already adjust that to make attacks based on charisma instead of dexterity?
I did
Back to the blade.
no, but I think if I do this, give me a sec. Yeah. And then, so I think if I go like this, and then grab the rapier, and go like, there we go. Boom, now it's updated automatically.
Perfect. So Ishveret will instead
Don't
of
worry, I got you. I'll move you. There you go.
Okay, well,
Don't worry, 5 foot
yeah.
movement.
Yeah, that's just 5 foot.
How many packs the blade does it take to kill 20 skeletons?
It's 14 skeletons.
Oh
Getting
wow,
facts
that is
right.
a lot actually. I only saw like these 3 over here, and this one that disappeared into a bloody mess. And Ishveret will strike this one
Okay.
for no damage apparently.
I was gonna say, I love the part where you did no damage.
Hold on.
the skeleton.
Hold on, here's the damage. Wait, not. Okay, that's why. There we go. It's radiant damage.
It gave you the option to pick.
Yeah, it asks me. It
Yep.
suggests to select. So yeah, it's radiant damage.
You and fire forth this radiant sharp point into the creature. Surprisingly, with a vulnerability to bludgeoning, it does not have a resistance to piercing. And so, like a sack of potatoes, it falls to the ground.
Then
Is your blade glowing? Be visible.
Sure, the blade is glowing. Ifrit will then move over here to support the flank of Aziri and Claymore.
Okay.
And I think that's the turn.
This helpless skeleton will go, oh, woe is me. And proceed to brutalize Brutus, I suppose. 23 for 6, Brutus.
Yep, that hits.
Yep, I'll just quick knock a little 6 off you there, buddy pal. There you go, buddy. As it takes this little short sword and just swings at you. The perplexed skeleton will throw all of its weight towards Hurrell in an attempt to try and knock you prone.
Another dex save?
Another dex save. You tease. At this point here, the guide will get involved because would you like a truthful answer or would you like a fun, factual, funny answer?
Fun fact.
She thought you could do it yourselves.
Oh.
Truthfully, I forgot
You should
about
never
it.
assume that.
Yeah, I thought so, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I saw her in the initiative and I was like, what the fuck is she doing?
I just forgot about her, buddies. She will look about, I guess animal friendship is out of the question. And she will take this one here. She'll point at the one that just attacked Brutus. And then she'll realise that there's someone missing and there's a skeleton in a tent and will fire towards that firstly. An 18 for 7 outright kills it. As Amber, you're being pressed by a skeleton and then you just watch as it seems to just collapse to the ground. She will
Thank you, Brutus.
Wasn't me!
So then take the one here, betwixt Aziri and Icareth, and fire off. Wow, decent damage, 23 for 11 on that one there. And then she will look and go, I'm now sure you can handle this yourself. And we'll take a 5-foot step back and watch. As the skeleton that just got fucking humbled has no idea what's going on, and is like, the fuck? The actual fuck?
I'm gonna touch you.
I forgot that she's a swarm keeper. She had so much additional shit she could do. I forget so much. It will attack. Oh god, it's a target-rich environment. It really is, and it's a bit of a stupid creature. I don't even remember the last one it hit. I'm really role-playing this creature here. But on a D4
Roll D3?
re-rolling 4s, on a D4 re-rolling 4s, going clockwise,
There's
Aziri is number
advantage
2.
against me.
Intelligence accurate player.
Unlike Ruby. Tom, 17 for
I'm
3,
here.
which would half to 1.
You said I couldn't play a sorcerer, so, you know.
We still expected you to be intelligent.
Arms of Dar would look awesome here if I had it. What I do have is cure wounds.
Cure wounds. 14 hit points on yourself.
Yo.
Anything else?
Yeah, I thought you said I was the
No
healer.
wait. No wait. How far? How far is it, buddy? It can't be that far.
How far is
Wait.
it?
Oh, I was trying to measure something. I had to move my sheet out of the way. You know what? Brutus, here, have a treat.
Good boy.
Hey, what?
I'm Bardic Inspiration. You have a D6 to throw
D6
in.
at this level, right?
Also keep in mind that everyone has heroic inspiration.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Did it answer your turn?
Don't think I can do anything else, so that'll be it, yeah.
Brutus.
Right then. Brutus is first gonna pop off a second wind. Okay, focus, focus. Make sure your boss doesn't die. Otherwise, I'm not getting paid. Alright, so. And now, whack! Is there a way I can target the creature, or?
T.
Thank you. Whack!
21 for 5 for 10. As usual.
Okay. And this shouldn't provoke opportunity. I'm just gonna move 5 feet up.
Yep. Did it nuts?
Nope. Use my action and bonus action.
The fear for skeleton.
You know,
That's
I'm
it,
just
forward.
realizing that Huarel is in like the worst position right now, and for him, who's probably been in a lot of positions.
A 13 for 6 to hit.
What for 6?
13.
Oh, it
Beats it,
just
beats it.
hits.
You keep cutting out at the best time when you say those.
Yeah, it's my computer. It's really, really special.
This one will come in and take a swing at Icareth. Don't worry that the blade just came from the fucking abyss. Icareth, no lie, 13 for 6.
Hits.
Amber. Ruby.
Amber is gonna step out of her tent. Brutus! There's too many of them!
I thought there wasn't enough!
Which one is the nearest, which one is any of these three uninjured?
2 between Clive.
So this one has been injured and these two not?
Those 2 have not, correct.
I'm gonna pick this one, 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. God fucking damn it.
So Fire off
No,
another magic missile for the lowest possible damage.
The way Amber casts it, she just makes like finger guns, but they actually work. Pew pew pew! And she misses shit out.
I like to imagine that she does that thing that like play spies do, where they like take like the finger guns and like press them to their chests, and then like turn to the side and then shoot it out.
Anything else?
You don't get my vision.
Nope. I'm gonna step back into my tent and close the door.
Azuri.
That's so fucked up.
Taking cover, okay?
Seeing that Hurl is surrounded, I'm going to, still screaming, use my these
Yeah.
to jump to square here.
Yeah, I'm checking. You can jump 30 foot by spending only 10 foot of movement. So you're jumping to where?
This square here.
That does proc, to my knowledge, for 2 opportunity of attack.
They're not. It's not a disadvantage though, because I haven't recklessly attacked this turn yet.
Yeah, so 2 coming in. Your AC is 15 right now,
15.
so 21 for 6, halved to 3. And use.
And then on. No one to the north. That one there. And directly attack that one.
Yep. 24 for 14, it is a goner.
Awesome.
You just come in and just smash.
Yeah, screaming. There you go.
Easy enough. We move on to the annoyed skeleton here. Annoyed that Clive is still alive. 13 for 4 will certainly do some damage. He will join the Legion. Talema. Man, if only these skeletons were even remotely smart enough. It will take a little swing at yourself. Oh, baby, that's a nat 20, Tom. For 3 halved to 6. For 3, basically. From 6 halved to 3. Just 2, 2, and 2.
That's the best critical I've ever seen.
Yep.
Can I counterspell that?
Clive,
Silver barbs.
in all of his stupidity, will go.
DM, can I counterspell his arm?
We'll turn and go da, 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 and we'll proceed to smash a 23 for 12 with his weapon. And does he have something? I gotta think.
I was kind of hoping he would keep using his head.
He doesn't have a 1 or a
This
2.
weapon it means something to it.
Sadly, wasting a spell slot on that would be, well, that would be insulting to Gark. And boy, does he deserve to be insulted. Anyway, speaking of things that deserve things, Hurrell. 18 for 4s, just another little short sword comes in.
Awesome.
You're so squishy.
Correct.
I know. Though to be fair, I've been like hit like 4 times now.
Same thing as before. Again, radiant damage.
On this one here, and he drops.
There we go. And then I will move this way so that this skeleton definitely cannot move anywhere without triggering some opportunity attack.
Now, Brutus, that does trigger an opportunity of attack if you see everyone here as an enemy.
I would like to whack. I'm kidding.
As you move on up away from this creature and now have this great little diagonal between you as well. Is there anything else your turn?
Brutus considered it.
That is my turn. Because unfortunately a rapier is not a light weapon.
Then the skeleton here is happy with it's happy with Brutus. An 8 for 4 is not happy. It's going to start drinking Bud Light and move into a trailer.
gonna
The-
touch you.
The guide will move on over to here. And she will then just kind of whisper into your ear there, Brutus. We got this, right?
More or less, I think.
She'll hold an action. Hurrell!
DM, can I cast Power Word Kill? This is a treat.
Nah.
Oh, rats.
Yeah, how much damage does a slur do?
Only
yet.
to yourself.
Which one is more injured, or have neither of these been hit yet?
Neither of them have been hit.
Okay, since I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna cast...
Would you like some advice?
Yes?
To disengage your action.
Yeah, that is true.
I don't think that's something that a
Yeah, I'll
healer
probably do that.
wouldn't consider.
That's fine. It'll let me move. What
You're
the freak?
using the ruler tool.
You press space when measuring.
I'll move you 10 foot. There you go.
Gang. Can I be moved here? It's not letting me move my token.
I've moved you.
Oh wow.
I don't think they've realised.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye. Welcome back.
Hello?
Their interns around haven't played the are not back yet.
Shit. Can we get a response from them at all? Anything? Oh, text chats, here we go. My connection is just falling apart. You disengaged, and I moved you 10 foot.
Would she rush into Amber's tent? Would you? Do you rush in there?
They aren't here yet, so what I'll do is I will screenshot this for now, and we'll come back to it just to say. So the bonus action and the other 20 foot of their movement is in perpetual hold at the moment. We'll move over to Brutus.
Right then. One moment. Oh, buddy, I've been waiting for a fight. I'm gonna whack him. Ooh. You know what, kid? Wait, hold on. How does heroic inspiration work again?
You just get to reroll the 20.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll use it. I'm not using the bardic yet. I'm using the reroll first.
Just roll the 20 there, bud.
Yep. Roll 20.
16 hits for 5 for 10, which kills.
Lovely. Alright. Is it an action to change my weapon?
I'll call it a free object here.
Okay, then I'm going to be switching to my crossbow and saying, "Ready to fire!" and back up.
Okay.
So just for reference, I think you can sort of stow your action as a free action this time, and then as part of your attack next turn, draw your crossbow.
Hurrell is going to throw out, per the chat, a healing word towards Clive. That's a 9 towards Clive.
Ooh, I wonder. Oh wait, they're a bard. Of course they get healing spells. I thought they were full-blooded warlock again.
No, wouldn't allow that. This fearful skeleton, I mean, it's right there, and you know, when one goes away, there's always this other one. It's standing right there. So Zuri, a 16 to hit for 5, which is 2
That's with advantage, yeah.
No, that was just straight up flat.
It's got advantage.
Still a 12 for 16.
Yep.
This one here.
Crit fishing for the skeletons.
One here, it's now in a target-rich environment. It will go for... Vox, even or odd?
Odd.
Well, Vox, yeah, it's been a good run, buddy. A 9 for 5, I take back everything I just said. Amber.
Hellish Rebuke only works if it hits, right?
Yes.
Too bad.
I'm gonna open my tent, step outside. Is there anybody left uninjured? Like any skeletons?
The two between Clive. They are injured. The uninjured ones are around here. Injured, injured. Clear, clear, clear. Come on, minimum damage.
2 in the chest, 1 in the head. Let's go!
Let's fucking go, baby.
15. You finally do decent
Welcome
damage.
back, Quinn.
Amber puts it blows off her finger like it's a gun. Finally, just needed some calibration, you know.
We'll roll
Ever
shit.
seen-
Boss.
You ever seen the movie Red Dawn?
What's a movie?
It's like a fucked up little illusion spell. Yeah.
I don't know if you've noticed, but we're about to die.
Well, I'm doing great.
The skeleton here that's near to Clive, I'm going to swing at it.
Yep.
Recklessly again.
Yep, yep. Unlucky, buddy.
That's my turn.
Okay. Move if you're moving, move. This one here will go ahead and I'll just swing at Clive. He's right there, man. You're right there. That's a 20 for 3. That's double his AC. This one here will swing back at you. For the audacity of that is a 16 for 7, which would have to 3.
Is that with advantage?
Yes. An 11 and a 12 on the die.
Very nice.
Clive will mutter something in the guttural language that only he and God understand. And he will take the bottom one and swing. 15 for 10 will take its hit points by tenfold and kill it. And he will turn the other one and go da-da-da. Icarus.
Well, this one, of course. With this thing. And Radiant once more. Oh well. Oops. Well, fortunately, that is the one that... Oh, well. I was going to say, fortunately, it's the one that was already significantly, or somewhat damaged at least, by Amber, but apparently still not enough.
Well, she's done 6 damage.
Fair. But it doesn't have so much total HP, so I thought maybe.
What you know for certain now is it's got more than 10.
And then I will move in. Actually, no, I will stay exactly right there. And that's my turn.
Yeah, she'll just keep holding that action. Hurrah.
Oh, awesome. This one looks worse, I'm assuming.
Pretty much.
Alright.
Pete says, nah.
Wow.
So you fire off and he watches the guy and it turns as it almost hits her.
Lame.
You had Brutus
Who wants a
instead.
treat?
Is it salty?
I mean, I feel like Ziri could maybe do with it after that last one. Advantage and misses. Oh.
Yeah. Here. Probably want a cracker?
Were you talking to me?
No, I'm talking
Ziri.
to Ziri, yeah.
Ziri, you get a Bardic Inspiration 1d6 to use where necessary. Oh. Did it else return her all?
If it'll let me exit out of my thing. I'm actually gonna stay here, yeah.
Okay. Bad fox.
I'm with that attitude.
Oh, sorry, it's my turn.
Do you mean bad or naughty?
Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Which one looks the weakest right now? According to
Icarus.
assessment. Icarus is Vox's character.
Well, I guess to show.
What's her name?
This,
Your name is Yick.
this one here is
Maybe not.
taking the most.
All right, you're Yick now. Anyways,
No, Itchy was the
I like Yick.
acceptable.
Anyways, Blicky. I would
18
like
for
to.
11.
Oh wait, I did 18. I thought I rolled a 12. Never mind.
Is you fire off, and it just straight up kills the fucker. Just, and it falls to the ground.
Okay. Let me just moving up. You're next.
Oh.
Anyways,
Oh, I don't like that.
There's a bardic inspiration in Hurl's pants, I hear. Not again. As the fearful skeleton.
Your pants, so you're just happy to see me.
Fearful skeleton will just add very mindless and dumb creatures. It takes a swing at Ziri with advantage. A 20 for 4, half that to 2. Amber.
Amber is gonna step outside, look for the best looking guy. I don't know which one it is, but you can tell me. And miss. That's crazy.
Ignis! Ignis! Mrs. comes back inside.
Goes back inside, closes his tent, and you just hear like a very faint sobbing.
As Amber goes back in the tent, you can just see Hurel like watching her, like his head turns, just slowly watching her go back inside. He is very unamused.
I'm a good wizard. I'm a good wizard.
Ziri.
I am a wizard.
I'm gonna
wizards
try for a
are
second
come against nature.
Yep.
Sorry.
hit the one by the fire.
A 15 for 11 will hit for 22, which will outright kill.
And then I'll move to there just to make sure it can't get to Huro.
Okay. And Clive will come running in. God. I'm trying to think. I don't think that's the reference I'm thinking of, though. Nah. He'll just come running in like an absolute idiot, screaming at the top of his lungs. 23 for 9. However, there's a 1 and a 6 in here, so you can treat any 1 or 2 as if it's a 3, which means 9, 10, 11 points of damage instead. Icarus.
Well, I guess it's time to get some hunting practice in.
Blast him.
Oh god.
Watch him miss. Never mind.
He's doing better than I am.
Fire off into this shambles of a skeleton, and as it explodes outwards, the guide just goes, "Told you got this." And that will end the combat outright.
Alright, I'm stealing their arrows.
So,
Thanks for the help, Brutus and Amber.
so what in the hell's happened?
They
I
came out of the
think it's
ground.
fairly obvious.
Looked like some skeletons attacked.
I can see that.
Hope they have a lot of arrows or bolts.
I hope they didn't disturb your sleep too much.
Well, they kinda did, so.
Roll just takes a deep breath.
How hurt is Clive?
Oh, he looked better. He's bloodied, we'll
Yeah,
say
but-
for certain.
Get up and use him with my healing touch. I think. Almighty this time.
Ifrit will use this on himself.
Yep. I'll throw 4 on you, bud. Clive will give a big thumbs up, and then he'll proceed to dap himself up as well. For another 4.
God, he's such
If
a
you can quickly give us the XP, then I can heal everyone.
I have plans. You don't need to understand my plans, but I have plans.
Does it look at the skeletons and see if there's any like these? Are there any clothing on these? Are they soldiers? Are they normal people type thing? Is there anything left over, or are they really old skeletons?
They are quite old skeletons, but they do wear tabards, and each tabard, though almost ruined, does still show some semblance of their previous alignments. They were military, but as for what military is unknown. They all have symbols and colours, but none no one here is familiar with.
And is their weapons and gear any use, or is it all really old as well?
The short swords are really, really old. You being the farmhand extraordinaire you are, looking at all these short swords that have went about, it's probably you reckon it's probably best to go back to Port Nyanzaru and get topped up on your tetanus shots, just to be safe. The bows were quite creaky. The wood is quite soggy, and the arrows that you pick up, Brutus, most of them that you pick up seem to almost disintegrate in your hands. I'd say you got about 10.
Okay. Alright. My crossbow uses bolts, but I got about 10 arrows if anyone uses them.
Hurel is sitting on the ground and like trying to tend to his wounds so he doesn't like bleed out and die. He has 5 HP.
Oh,
Zuri will nudge Clive, sort of gesture, and point to Hurel and sign, "Can you help him?"
Clive just spits on the ground.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yes. Can you help him?
We'll sign back. Don't have to.
So you're the better one.
Am I able to see this conversation?
Yeah, Clive just looks dejected. Okay, Mom.
I've helped them.
Well, to be doing gang signs at the back and right, it's like that, like in that fucking Scooby Doo one. But you can't vocalize it, and he's just so used to doing the hands. Like anybody that can read sign language, like what the fuck? And then he will.
Wait, how many slurs did you just say?
And then he will hit you for 1 lay on hands and give you like a thumbs up.
I thought you were just gonna say he hits you.
Backhand, down on the ground. He has no idea how fucked up you are. So
Was Amber also hit?
Oh yeah. Hit me with that 1 healing.
hit you with another 3. Yeah, like
Was
thumbs
Amber
up
also
again.
hit during the combat?
Oh yeah.
No.
Okay.
I had the masterful dodge technique of using the doors.
Okay. Because otherwise I was going to make a joke by using mending, since women are objects.
Jesus.
Great.
That joke goes about every campaign, and like
That is crazy.
That's awesome.
Do
See, here's the thing I
any of you use-
appreciate. Hold on. Here's the thing I appreciate about Fox is that he says absurd shit, but he's creative about it, and that's what I appreciate. That's what makes it.
Clive, like,
So, do any of you...
constantly like, just tapping your back and healing you, so he's got a thumbs up, and like he's getting progressively angrier. It's like shit just doesn't seem to be working. It's like, come on, fuck.
He makes contact with my shoulder and he like wipes it off on his pants.
You know what's funny? Every time Clive does like the thumbs. Sorry, good. Every time Clive does the thumbs up, I'm just imagining the Carl Fish scene. Just the
Carl.
thumbs up from that guy. And also, secondly, so do any of you use arrows?
I can
No.
use small rocks for my sling, but I have plenty.
None of you use arrows?
Negative. I use magic. I hope you realize by now.
If you want
I was
small
never-
rock, you can castrate Brutus.
I was never particularly good at hunting the birds at home.
I'm gonna turn to. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done. Finish.
That's fine.
Hunt the birds at home is what you said, right?
I was never good at it.
Oh.
Clive will,
I am, but I
hey.
use blast.
Clive will,
Lydia.
Clive will sign to you there real quick, Aziri, and he's not good at hunting snakes.
I heard that.
Points off towards Fox as he's doing it. As you watch as the ranger, your grade kind of slithers on out from the shadows.
Do you have any use for these arrows?
Good question, Pepsi. Good question. How many arrows? Yeah, she's... I could use them.
Alright then. They probably aren't worth much, so here, just take them. And I'll hand her the arrows.
And she takes them and... Thank you. I'll sacrifice you last. Guy puts them in the packing. I looked round at everybody at a moment. I thought we'd bonded by now.
Shockingly, that's not the first time I've had that said to me.
Honestly, I'd agree with you.
Well, good job, everyone. I'm going back to bed. And as he walks back to his tent, you hear him trip. God damn it! Always the snake!
Yeah, Brutus is snake and smiles his little thing. When does it ever end?
Where's my giant thing?
Where's my slightly larger than average thing?
Well, actually, if we want to know who has the biggest little thing around here, let's just look at Hoorah.
Hell yeah.
It's canon now with the painting.
We'll never know. Until someone does hands-on investigation, will be confirmation.
I mean, I
Chris
don't
cares about money, not flesh.
any deliberate. I prefer to think that it is real to life and that the artist didn't take creative liberty, because that implies so much worse.
Knee deep in the tiefling, am I right, guys?
Knee deep into Avernus. Was it casual?
But as the night seems to pass on by, and as you sit there, eventually, I will say, because Gark says he will be here ASAP. We are now 2/3 of the way through a session. No Gark.
As soon as piss.
Oh my god, they fucking got him. They murked us.
Finally.
Fucking Dutch people.
Do you know how expensive a hitman is?
Around 10k.
Why do you know that?
No comment.
Why do you think? Come on.
Fox is edgy. He has to know these things.
Hey, who's that outside my house?
It's me. Wait to see what I'm doing in the back of this van.
Hey, if I get more D&D, let's go!
It doesn't say free candy on the side. It says free D20s.
One of these times, I'm gonna take a vacation to Europe one day, and you guys aren't gonna know until I'm already there. And I'm just gonna text the group chat. Whatever country I'm in is up to you. Like, I just will show up to someone's house.
Fucking
You
do
just
that,
gonna
are you?
hunt one of us down, or one of them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say for this one, because he's not here, It does mean next session he's here. We do need to do a slight rewind.
We need to take it back now, y'all.
One hop this time. But as it all comes to you guys sitting there, and once more a very familiar face, you come out and say, "Thought I'd lost yous." It's gonna wipes off. Yous were dealing with undead as well, I see. It's terrible, terrible things that.
Maybe we'll just point to Itchy's tent and say, "In there."
Why would you assume I'm here for him?
Oh, haven't you helped him every other time?
He comes over. My dear, I've helped all of yous.
I seem to remember smashing the gate that was holding you trapped. Get free.
I seem to remember getting you here. Would you have been
Oh,
here?
walk.
if
I remember every step.
Would you have been here if I hadn't put the idea in your mind?
What idea?
The idea to seek out the woman.
What woman?
The shows you how important this NPC is. I forgot her name 5 sessions ago.
How many warlocks does it take to screw in a light bulb?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
One and a whole lot of light bulbs.
Dun dun dun. Syndra.
No, that's our guide, Silda.
No, that is evil incarnate. Syndra, the woman in Baldur's Gate. You know, the dying woman.
Is she evil? Well, that explains why she's dying. She's evil.
Oh,
Did you want to talk to Itchy?
She is sleeping.
No, I wish to speak to you and to this one.
Can't speak. Voice doesn't work very well.
Yeah, I'm going to fix that. It's necessary. But for you, it's necessary as well.
But my voice works.
I have a particular task for you. Very small. And it comes from the highest of authorities.
Thought you were gonna say land down under.
Do. You're technically in the land down under.
I'm coming from the land down under.
Every time I hear that song, I get PTSD because it was playing when we crashed in our car.
What?
Yeah, long story.
I have the time.
Oh, are you from the Abbot then?
Sure. Let's say I'm from the Abbot. If that's
okay.
going to make things slowly. Anyway.
Why didn't you say that?
What is he? He's kind of waiting a little, and there seems to be a bit of a coyness that comes over. Oh, you didn't need to know until now. Now you do need to know, because now it's important. Oh, fuck my koala.
Do not fuck your koala, they have chlamydia.
That's canon now. They say, "Oh fuck my koala."
It's just like that.
Do not the koala.
What was that you said, Tom, though?
What's a koala? I said.
It's strange little bear. I just remembered I
Oh, I
haven't
got
fed
that.
him in 3 days. He'll be fine, honestly. They're so stupid that if you take their only source of nourishment and put it on a plate in front of them, they have no idea what it is.
That sounds like Brutus's pet snake.
Which one?
Just have someone with a pet snake. Just no. You, the more questions
Doesn't show it to
you ask,
anybody.
Dallin, the more questions you ask, the more information
I keep shooting white venom everywhere.
I think it's part spider. Anyway, a little further down, just a little bit, from where you are. Sorry, not a little bit more northern, say 20 miles. The abbot has the priests and such. Yes, have a thing that needs to be done. Very important to them. They have seen your devotion and your... Is pious the right word? I do not know, because I do not really know the definition of the word pious. But your devotion...
Isn't that what you get if you sit in the toilet too long?
Sick.
I love this.
Again, you watch this guy is like...
I have Krampus in my pants.
he's one step away from like biting himself.
Would you rather have?
You're
Would you rather fight 50-side Krampuses?
pious and devotion to the church and Lysander, praise be his name. They have a special mission for you. Very important.
Cool.
Now, for you to go on this mission, we are, however, going to require you to do 3 things. Goes into a bag and pulls out a full ash set of long johns. You must wear these special... I'm joking.
Oh God!
See, he goes into a little bag, a little pouch, and just kind of pulls out some sunflower seeds. These are particularly interesting. And the church has realized their importance in our faith. And so we are giving you this big bag of sunflower seeds with this special golden one right here. Please sit down. But
Eat it immediately.
there's a pyramid 20 miles to the north, filled with godless heathens who should see the light gently.
If you invite 3 other friends of your party to join you on this quest, you can become your own boss.
What is he? Looks at you. It's in Lathander's best interest.
Right, cool. What do I have to do? Just show them the seeds?
Just purify the temple, maybe turn them to Lathander. If they're not willing to turn to Lathander, then maybe just plant the seeds of the religion, or if they wish to kill each other, let them murder each other in the name of Lathander. Yes, just introduce them to the modern world through Lathander. They haven't seen the light of day in... watch you just zones out for a minute.
Cool. Yeah,
Expect like 7 fingers on one hand.
Are we getting monkeys?
Which hand? Left or right?
Ruby, define monkeys.
No, I will not.
The hand doesn't matter. All that matter is that the gene pool really needs a lifeguard right now.
Eugenics! Yay!
Yeah, I can do that.
Are these hillbillies?
Well, that there is fantastic. And if you kind of moves in a little closer, if you wish for a midnight snack, you could just go ahead and eat the golden one. That will fill you right up. Anyway, it is past your. It's just looks like his barren rest for no reason. Past your bedtime, because you have a busy day ahead of you.
Okay.
Up you go. It's going behind you, doing that little shooing you to a tent.
Go and wake up Itchy.
Clive and I have something to talk about, so you'll get him when you don't.
But it's his turn to watch. I'm
But
supposed to
Clive-
wake him up.
But Clive's still awake, and Clive will wake him up when.
I already did my watch. Okay.
Don't worry, we've got this. Lathander gives his strongest battles to his toughest. You know the saying. It's okay.
I hate
Your breath
it.
will be fine.
Matthew, I absolutely hate this bitch. Good job. She's awful. I'm delighted.
That one's a guy.
Same difference.
So what? That's a man.
I'm talking
Hell
about
no,
Azumi.
you're not. Put on the maid outfit.
Actually, I'm a boy. No, you're not.
Exactly.
So, about 10 minutes pass of just nothing that anyone is aware of, which is good. And then Clive just kind of comes to Icareth's tent and opens it up and just kind of gives me a little tap with his foot. And as you kind of look up at him, Icareth, he looks like he's seen some stuff that he hasn't seen in a while, and he ate that stuff 3 months ago. He looks horrified.
Will sign, instead of saying something, he will sign wide of foot. I'm not into that.
You'll start dragging it towards your mouth and go, "It's a disease." But as he goes to bed, you see Dallin sitting there by the camp once more, just giving that little wave. So,
I'm sorry.
someone-
A bit too tired for that right now.
No, no. Someone almost got eaten by a snake last night. Kind of takes one of the seats and pulls it forward and just wanna talk about it?
It had one eye.
Thanks for the help. But, I wouldn't really say it almost happened again tonight, but it was not too dissimilar, let's say.
The skeletons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's still a few bones lying around, as you can see.
There's another one in that tent over there and points towards Brutus as the shadow does all the talking. It can be whatever you want it to be. It's just a shadow, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, all of us here have many bones. Thank you.
You know, there's about 200 in the human hand.
No, there's 216 human bodies.
Hey, we don't count as people.
25% of which are on the feet. Don't ask me why I know that.
But,
You freak.
What can I say? I have a lot of experience boating.
What did you do as he kind of stands up and places a hand on your shoulder? What did you do to, help?
To help whom specifically?
Gestures around the camp of bones that are just there and blood that seems to be across some of the tents.
Well, I helped protect my allies,
Could you have
my
done more?
companions. You want me to be specific?
Giving him a fucking
Yes.
complex.
Violence is not one of my favorite subjects, let's say.
Why don't we unpack that together?
It's racism instead.
Everyone needs an outlet.
Pat's down towards the little stool.
I'm already sitting on one.
Oh.
Right here.
Oh, he's not. If violence is not your thing, then what is?
Well,
Men in meetup.
I'm practicing healing magic.
Mm.
I'm still not very good at it. Hopefully, very soon I will be able to put it to practice.
Do you need some help with that practice?
That sounds rather ominous.
Anything sounds ominous when you say it quiet. I like spaghetti.
Do it
Which
for
type?
your mom.
Which type of spaghetti do you like?
Ravioli.
That's a type of pasta, that's not a type of spaghetti.
I'm not from here.
Neither am I.
Anyway, you
This
want
reminds-
some help with that?
This reminds me of this story I think like a comedian was telling, where it was like, yeah, well, I walked out one time in the middle of the night and my mom had like dropped a bowl of spaghetti, and when I asked her if she was gonna eat that, she called the cops on me. And then I realized like a few years later that it wasn't normal for your mother to call the cops on you, and I learned that she had actually just killed a guy that had broken into our house, and it was his head on the floor.
Oh no! I remember that one.
But do you want some help with that whole healing thing? I maybe know a guy who could help.
Could you be more specific?
I could.
Well, then I would invite you to do so.
I will politely decline your invitation to do so, and leave
Then
it
I
more
would
as a yes or no
politely
question.
decline your invitation to help me.
I'll just help you regardless.
You will be helped.
Against
Please
my
do not
consent?
resist.
The question is whether or not you accept my help. But I will help. He will help.
I'm not in the mood to accept things without knowing about them. So, no, thank you.
As he stands up, turns away and looks over. Takes a few steps towards. I've just realised all these tokens are just right there. There we go. Deleted 12 tokens? Do you mean I deleted 12 tokens? There were fucking 14 of them. See, takes a few steps over and looks at the tent off there in the distance. Whose idea was it to bring that thing here anyway?
We're calling them things
In
now?
which direction is he looking?
Racism.
The tent of the guide.
Oh. Different flavor
That-
version.
You mean the thing because she looks a bit like a bow?
The thing because she's a Yuan-Ti. This one time the reason is racism, okay?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean.
The snake. And no, not that one, and points towards the shadow again.
Not again!
The human sacrificing, world destroying snake.
Silda so far has been helpful. And I would appreciate if you do not refer to my companions as objects. Any of them.
Even the women?
It's just it's some of the richest shit because this is, we're just parroting back things Vox has said out of character. And he
This is out of character for you.
he goes to walk by and he does, places his hand on your shoulder. Will you promise me something?
Again, it depends on what you would want me to promise.
That you won't do anything evil.
That's not a hard promise to make. Yes,
I've heard some of the thoughts in your head.
I'm sure you have not.
hear what
Otherwise,
you
you
think
would
about
not
the TTFN.
even demand such a promise of me in the first place.
And whilst we're at it, promise me you'll do the right thing.
I always try.
And just one teeny, tiny, little thing.
No, I'm not going to hell and pet someone's little thing.
See, turns around and you can feel another hand on your shoulders. Preserve life.
That's what I intend to do.
Is he casting it or like?
You wish to help people and keep them alive.
Indeed.
I know of one thing, and I have the power to do that one thing, if you'd like. If you were given the powers to heal the world, or even just your friends, what would you actually use them for?
If I were given healing powers, I would use them to heal.
Just as dense as you. Just as dense.
Yes, but in my case, it's by choice.
Oh, you're
Well, let's charge
obtuse.
money for it.
And would you heal just your friends or heal villagers?
Everyone who requires aid shall be given aid.
And if you were to be given this power, would you ever relinquish it? There came a time, say when you stop the soulmonger plague thing, or when you reach 130 years old, or when you have a kid? Or would you just keep them till you die?
Would someone benefit from me relinquishing it?
Probably not.
Then I don't see the point.
Then, with a little bit of authority from Lathander, I will give you just a little bit of divine power. Now, if you were to fail at, say, doing no evil, or doing the right thing, or preserving life, I would be inclined to, say, part this power from you until such time as I see a suitable debt has been paid. You understand, right?
What type of debt are we talking of?
I'll think about it at the time. Depends what heinous shit you do.
I keep my tent closed at night.
Lathander sees all.
He is welcome to it.
Leans in with like a heavy breath. Everything.
Lathander is welcome to everything.
Well, things are starting to get a little homoerotic, so I will see you in a bit, buddy. As he just walks off back. Oh, there's that missing skeleton, and there's the other one. As he just walks on off into the brush once more. Did you really just try to attack?
No, I was joking. It's about the skeleton. The two skeletons.
He walks on off, and as the night appears to be... Well, let's be honest here. Like, at 3 in the morning, like, you know, other birds start to awake in weird and wonderful ways. And
I mean, one you could choke.
with that, it is about the 2-hour mark. And I know this will probably take a while. So, you may have noticed that you are now level 3.
Yay!
So
Hey.
we'll pick this up next week.
Yay!
Gotcha.
Yay!